A league on the brink. To expand or not to expand. The NBA is at a crossroads. Do they stay put with 30 teams, or do they roll the dice on expansion? It's a question that's been bouncing around the league for years. Now it's starting to feel like a question of when, not if. Commissioner Adam Silver knows the NBA is hot right now. Global superstars, massive TV deals. But is bigger always better? That's the billion-dollar question. Expansion means more teams, more players, more fans. It means tapping into new markets and growing the game. It also means potentially diluting the talent pool and creating logistical headaches. The NBA has to be careful, expand too quickly, and the league's quality could suffer. But move too slowly, and they risk missing out on a golden opportunity. This isn't just about adding a couple of teams. It's about shaping the future of the NBA. And right now, all eyes are on Adam Silver. He's got the ball in his hands. Will it be a slam dunk or an air ball? The usual suspects, Vegas, Seattle, and beyond. When it comes to expansion, two cities always top the list: Las Vegas and Seattle. Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. It's proven it can support a pro team. Look at the Golden Knights and the Raiders. The city is hungry for basketball. Seattle, on the other hand, is still hurting from the Sonics' departure. They've got a rich basketball history and a passionate fan base. Bringing the NBA back to Seattle would be a slam dunk, literally. But Vegas and Seattle aren't the only cities in the running. Mexico City is an intriguing option, a massive market with a growing middle class. Louisville, with its basketball crazy culture, is also in the mix. Even smaller markets like Kansas City and St. Louis are throwing their hats in the ring. The NBA has plenty of options, but choosing the right cities will be crucial to expansion's success. Expansion flashbacks. From Gold Rush to Globalization, the NBA knows a thing or two about expansion. They've been there, done that. Back in the 80s and 90s, the league was on a roll, adding teams like the Magic, Hornets, and Timberwolves. It was a gold rush. The NBA was booming, but not all expansions are created equal. The disastrous addition of the Vancouver Grizzlies and Toronto Raptors in 1995 still stings. Both teams struggled. One relocated, the other became synonymous with losing. It was a harsh lesson. Expansion isn't just about geography. It's about market size, fan base, and infrastructure. The NBA learned from its mistakes. Recent expansions, like the Charlotte Bobcats, now Hornets, in 2004, were more strategic. The league focused on markets with strong basketball traditions, and they made sure the new teams had the resources to compete. The NBA's history of expansion is a mixed bag. There have been successes and failures, but one thing's for sure: the league has learned from its past, and that experience will be invaluable as they navigate the future. Watering down the talent pool, a necessary evil? Here's the big question mark hanging over expansion talent. There are only so many Giannis's and Jokic's out there. Add two more teams, and you're suddenly stretching that talent pool even thinner. Critics argue that expansion would dilute the league's quality of play. Instead of watching two evenly matched teams, we'd be subjected to more blowouts, more G League call-ups. But is it really that simple? The NBA has always found a way to adapt. When the league expanded in the 80s, critics cried foul. They said there weren't enough good players to go around. Then came Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. The NBA exploded in popularity. The talent pool might seem shallow now, but who knows what the future holds. Maybe expansion forces teams to get smarter, to develop young players, to scout internationally. It could even lead to rule changes, ones that emphasize skill and pace. Expansion might be a gamble, but it's a gamble the NBA might be willing to take. Show me the money, big markets, bigger profits. Let's be real. The NBA is a business, and expansion is all about one thing: money. Adding 2 teams means more TV revenue, more sponsorships, more merchandise sales. It's a potential gold mine, especially if the league sets its sights on major markets like Seattle and Las Vegas. Imagine the bidding wars for those expansion franchises. We're talking billions of dollars, money that gets split among the existing owners. It's enough to make any billionaire salivate. But it's not just about the owners. Expansion could lead to more jobs, more investment in local communities, more opportunities for players. It's a rising tide that lifts all boats. Of course, there's always the risk that the financial bubble could burst, that the new teams won't generate enough revenue, that the league overplayed its hand. But right now, with the NBA's popularity at an all-time high, expansion seems like a safe bet. The writing on the wall, why expansion is a slam dunk. Look, the writing's on the wall. Expansion is coming. It's not a matter of if, but when. The league's current TV deal expires in 2025. Perfect timing to shake things up. Plus, Adam Silver has been dropping hints like they're going out of style. He's openly talked about expansion. He's visited potential cities. He's even hinted at a possible timeline. The NBA sees the potential. They see the untapped markets. They see the billions of dollars just waiting to be made. And they're not going to let this opportunity pass them by. Expansion is a chance for the NBA to solidify its position as a global powerhouse, to rival the NFL in terms of popularity and revenue. It's a gamble, sure, but it's a gamble the NBA seems more than willing to take. The price of progress, winners and losers in the expansion game. Expansion might be good for the NBA as a whole, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There will be winners and losers. The obvious winners, the expansion cities themselves, they get to welcome a brand new team, to build new arenas, to experience the thrill of NBA basketball. The players also stand to benefit. More teams mean more roster spots. More competition for those spots means bigger contracts. It's a good time to be an NBA player. But what about the existing teams? Some will thrive in this new landscape. Others might struggle to adapt. Small market teams already struggling to attract top talent might fall further behind. The competition for free agents will be fiercer than ever. And let's not forget about the fans. Will they be willing to shell out even more money to watch their team play? Will the quality of play suffer with a diluted talent pool? Expansion is a high-stakes game, and not everyone will come out on top. The crystal ball predicting the future of a 32-team NBA. So, what does the future hold for a 32-team NBA? It's hard to say for sure, but one thing's certain. It'll be different. The league will be more competitive. The travel schedules will be brutal. And the race for the playoffs will be more intense than ever. We could see the emergence of new rivalries: Seattle versus Portland, Las Vegas versus Los Angeles. The possibilities are endless. The style of play might even evolve. With the talent pool spread thinner, teams might prioritize speed and shooting over size and strength. We could see more three-pointers, more fast breaks, more high-scoring games. Expansion could also accelerate the NBA's global reach. Imagine a team in Mexico City or a team in Europe. The NBA would truly become a global league. Of course, these are just predictions. The future is never certain. But one thing's for sure, the NBA is on the verge of a major transformation, and the next few years will be fascinating to watch. The final buzzer. A league transformed, the NBA is at a turning point. Expansion is a gamble, but it's a gamble that could pay off big time. It could lead to unparalleled growth, excitement, and revenue, but it could also dilute the talent pool, create logistical nightmares, and upset the competitive balance. Only time will tell what the future holds. One thing's for sure, the NBA won't be the same, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Change is inevitable, and in the world of professional sports, change is often necessary for growth. So, buckle up, NBA fans. The next few years are going to be wild, and who knows, we might just witness the birth of a dynasty in the process.